which is 101.591. Because I'm looking at this, it might be a fake out, so it never can tell. But if it goes above here, then our next target should be this level. So if this particular trade can comfortably close above this region, then we're looking at for a further buy on this point. But then, of course, you know that the major direction we're looking at, the major expectation we have right now is what would you call it? A buy. Yes, I know. But I said, don't buy until it has comfortably broken above here. Because with what I'm saying, what if it's a fake out? All right, it might just be a fake out, just to get what you call some persons call it liquidity trap, some other persons call it fake out, but I'm looking at it to be a fake out. But if it goes above 101.591, then go on a buy on dollar index going forward, and until you get to 101.853. So if that is the case, because with the way it's actually pushing, I still feel that the market most likely is going to trade bullish. All right. So on this case, if you want to set up a stop loss on this, I'm actually analyzing it with 1 hour time frame, so that just to give you a better outlook of what the market is. All right. All right. So with if you're going in for a buy at this point, then your possible stop loss value might just be at price 101.480. 101.480. But then all these points, at least you have all these points to enjoy. Do you understand? You have all these points to enjoy. Because I know if price can comfortably break above here, it's most likely going to get to 101.853. In fact, it might even get to this region, but let's just be on okay, let's even keep it here, because I think here is a better resistant level. 101.919. All right, so that is our buy. All these points is a buy region. But if it's not, then once it gets to this 101.480, then we're going in for a sell, knowing that this particular point it was not able to get established. Do you understand? So with this in mind, now let's look at Euro USD. All right, Euro USD also has actually been bearish too since today. We've been having in fact, since yesterday, we've been having more of a bearish. Sorry about that. We've been having more of a bearish Euro USD since yesterday. It's been a full time sell. All right, and market is almost at this level. And look at what has been happening at this level. Price has not been able to comfortably break below it. Even when it did, it didn't stay long. Do you understand? Look at this point. Even when price broke below here, it didn't stay long. It did again here, it didn't stay long. And all this while, most of the sales that have been going below this point has just been a fake out. Even though they didn't report this point to be a resistant, a support level. Rather, they had to take the lowest point to be a support level. But I am taking here, which is the mean value of all these supports. I am taking this particular point to be and you know that, of course, support level is not just talking about a particular point. So I am going for the support level to be at this current market price, where market is right now. So in that case, I am considering a buy on Euro USD. Now I'm going to be looking at this on 1 hour time frame, but I will go to 5 minutes time frame for scalpers. But I just want to check this because currently the market has been trading technical. So, and if that is the case, we're going to be looking at the market technically too. Do you understand? All right. So with that in mind, with what you've seen here, all these points, these are my sell. This is my buy points. All right. So I am not going to be selling Euro USD. I will not sell Euro USD on a longer time frame. I will not sell. Rather, I am going to be buying. All these points are my buy regions. It means that anywhere inside this box, all right, anywhere inside this box, I am buying it. I am buying Euro USD anywhere inside this box. All right. Going forward, it means that I'm going to be. All right, great. If I am buying, my stop loss is just going to be below the buy region, which is not a little bit below the support, the verified support. So this is my buy region. Anywhere inside the box, I am buying. So you ask me, is there any specific point? Now, this is for those people that actually want to maybe hang on for a while, maybe to the end of today or tomorrow or thereabout. If that is what you want to do, my advice is that once this price enters this point, you can just start setting up your buys. So if it is here, you can set up your buy. If the price gets to 1.09383, you can set up your buy. If it goes below it, you can set up your buy. So you can actually set up your buy until price gets to verified support. Do you understand? So from this verified support, going back upwards, then can now be your take profit, your profit region. So all these region, all these shaded points are my buy regions, and my take profit for this particular instrument is all the way to this point. So I am buying in here and I'm taking my profit here, but then my stop loss is just going to be below those points that I bought, because if it's able to break below that point, then it means that there's a reversal point. But I'm looking at Euro USD to be on a buy trend. All right. Just the same way I said, this particular instrument is going to also be a more of a reversal. All right. The same way we're looking at Euro, what is called dollar index to reverse from this point, saying that here is just a fake out point. And I said, but if this candle closes bearish, then you can bullish rather, then you can go for a buy. But I'm personally looking at this particular instrument reversing from this region. All right. And that is to say, once it gets to 101. But this one, you don't have any region to buy. But from here, at this 101.480, you can actually start selling, going downwards. But in Euro USD, I will advise buy from this point going upwards. But then let's now go to our 5 minutes time frame and see what we've got on 5 minutes time frame. So on 5 minutes time frame, this is what we have. We have, of course, price getting to this particular proven support rather. So I am also going in for a buy from this point. Even on 5 minutes time frame, I am considering a buy. So all these regions, but on 5 minutes time frame, I am just going to be reducing this shaded point to come up a little bit. This brush is not agreeing to highlight, so I have to go to 1 hour time frame and highlight it, and just click at the edge of it. No, I highlighted a different thing. So looking at it on, okay, perfect. I think we're okay. All right. So I think I've gotten what I needed. So I can now go back to 5 minutes time frame. All right, great. So on 5 minutes time frame, this is my buy region. All right, this is my buy region. So I am also buying on 5 minutes time frame. All right. So if you want to set up your stop loss, of course, your stop loss can also now reduce because we're now on 5 minutes time frame. So Euro USD also, I am considering a buy from where market is right now, instant buy from this region all the way up. So my take profit also have to reduce to, this is my take profit points now. All right, 1.09673, 1.09673. So I am buying all the way up. Now, the reason is because of all the consolidations that has actually been happening. All right, so that is it. Euro USD, I am going in for a buy, a further buy going upwards. But I've told you that if he's able to go below this particular proven support, you can close up your trade. And I've given you a possible point for you to stop your trade. All right. Okay, so this is actually what I'm looking at for, and I'm going in for. Look at, so this is just what you've got to lose, even if you're on, even if it ends up going or the opposite. But with what I'm saying here, Euro USD, technically speaking, it is going in for a buy. All right, a retracement on a buy. So we're looking at for a buy on Euro USD. So on this particular instrument, I remembered yesterday when we're having a class on USD JPY, I told us that all these points. Okay, I think I just got a report that I should. All right, I think I will do that. If you know, you know. All right, so let's go ahead. All right. Now, some of you were in the class yesterday when I told you that this point should be a buy region on this particular instrument, and I also gave you a possible place that you should take up your trade if it goes contrary. And all inside this box should be a take profit point. And I told you that the take profit point should be at price 136.162. That is if you want to go all out to that point. Yes, this particular trade is still very much valid. So if you were still on that trade yesterday, of course, you will still be making some good profit. But then let's take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame also. I think yeah, this is point I said just keep buying. So if you were there on 5 minutes time frame, all these points would have been the profits that you've taken. All right. All these points would have been profits you've taken. And I think this was the first take profit I said. I said also within this box, you can also keep taking your profit. So that is to say USD JPY is still on an uptrend. All right. It is still going to go up for USD JPY. USD JPY will still be pushing upwards. All right. Now you probably be asking me, what about this resistance here? When the trade is an uptrend, resistance might just be what's it called? A retracement point. So even with that, I am still going in for a buy on this particular instrument for USD JPY. Now, this is not a function of the JPY itself. I know early hours of today or yesterday, JPY was a little bit strong, but going forward to some extent, JPY has not really been doing well for itself. Do you understand? JPY has not really been doing well. Okay. JPY has not really been doing well. So with that in mind, I will still be considering, and also this, and I told you that yesterday, that this is actually a long-term trade. It is a long-term trade. It's not just something that you enter immediately and then you start looking for profit. It's just something you have to enter and then give it some time to consolidate and then give you some good profit. So, but for USD JPY, I am still maintaining my buy, trend. All right. And I also told you about GBP JPY too. I said I'm also going in for a buy on GBP JPY. Yes, I still maintain that notion of a buy on GBP JPY. Even for Euro JPY, I know that this morning, early hours of today, Euro JPY actually had a sell momentum. Yes, there is no reversal yet. The trend has not reversed. So don't feel okay. I think the trend has reversed, so you can now enter sell. No, I am still going in for a buy on this particular instrument. So, and I told you the possible point of take profit. So still let your trade going all the way up. All right. So that is that for this particular instrument. Now I just mentioned these ones because I mentioned them on Monday. So I'm just trying to still tell you that you're still on a buy trend. Okay. Oh, sorry. Let me just change this. I wouldn't want to use this to analyze the trade. So I'll just go for IPM. Okay. All right. So the same thing is applicable to GBP USD. GBP USD is also trying to consolidate. And of course, you know that there is a support level just at this point. Just at this point. I am not going to be taking this resistance point, but I want to use this particular level I marked. Why? Because it's actually like the mean value. All right, it consolidated here, then just had a fake out and all the way to this point. So I am just looking at the maximum this particular trade is going to be going to is this point. So let me go to 5 minutes time frame. On 5 minutes time frame, I am just going to be, all right, great. I am going to be looking out for a breakout on this, a breakout on this particular instrument, a breakout on GBP USD. I'll be going in for a breakout on GBP USD. All right. I'll be going out for a breakout on GBP USD. All right. So if you heard what I said the GBP JPY is on a long trend. All right. It's on a long trend. So even if you notice that it's on negative, it's on a long trend. You can ask what a long trend is. I think somebody should be able to explain to you what a long trend is. So it's a trend that you have to live for a longer period of time. And I also mentioned it that yesterday, that it's actually a long-term trade. I also mentioned that. All right. So even if you're on a negative, doesn't mean it's going to be ending on negative. The trend is going to be, now look at it. We have what we call an arc formation. An arc formation. Look at it also. And it's a bearish, a bullish reversal kind of pattern. And I also mentioned that even before I called out the trade. We also had the same thing on this particular instrument, an arc here, and then this is a bullish reversal. So I think that would have answered the question. All right. So now let's continue on GBP USD. So I said for GBP USD, because of this particular reversal trend, look at this dragonfly doji that just formed right now. There's a dragonfly doji that just formed right now. So I will allow this particular trade to close above price 1.25879. Price 1.25879. So in the next 3 minutes, if this particular trade can close above here, 1.25879, 879, I am going in for a buy. Reason being that on 5 minutes time frame, there is a doji, a dragonfly doji that just formed right now. There's a dragonfly doji that just formed. And you know that when a dragonfly doji forms at the end of a sell trend, at the end of a sell run, you are always going to be having a buy momentum. All right, you're always going to be having a buy momentum. So that is that for GBP JPY. Oh, sorry, USD JPY. Okay, sorry, it's actually USD on GBP USD rather. So because of this particular kind of price formation, I'm going to be going in for a buy. But I said only a buy if it goes above price 1.25879. So it means that you're looking out for what we call a breakout. All right, if it goes above there, then buy. What about a sell? I'm also going to be going in for a sell if price gets to price 1.25764. 25764, I'll be going in for a sell. I'll be considering a sell at that point. Okay, I'll be considering a sell at that point. And my take profits for the sell is going to be on price 1.25678. And this is also in consonant with what we've got on this particular instrument. I said if it comfortably closes up, excuse me. If it comfortably closes above here, then we go in for a buy. And it's still pushing up all the way up. So if that is the case, if it's still going to be pushing up, then we're going to be having more of a sell at this point. So don't just enter immediately. Hold on for the price to get to those regions. If it gets there, then go in for a buy. But if it goes below at this point, below the ball, then we are going to be selling. All right. So a lot of you have actually been agitating for okay, somebody said like a cup and handle pattern. Yes, almost something like that. And of course, almost something like that. But this is actually a cone pattern. All right. All right. So now let's take a look at gold. Okay. So now this is actually where, all right, look at what happened on gold. Look at what happened on gold. All right. Now this is what happened on gold. So what are you expecting? What are you expecting? Further buy, right? We're expecting a further buy. All right. On gold, we're expecting a further buy, right? Yes. So now on this particular instrument, if there's going to be any sell, it's probably just to get to this region. But I already feel it has already done that. So, but I'm not going to be entering a sell. I would prefer to go in for a further buy. But if the trend can go below my trend line right here, then I'll be selling. So I'll be selling. But looking at this particular chart, okay, let's take a look at it with IPM. We just have about 6 minutes to round up this. So everything we're doing should have ended on 6 minutes time. In 6 minutes time. All right. So I'm going to be going in for a buy, and my take profit is going to just be at the tip of my moving average. That is at 2027.22. 2027.22. So I'll still be going in for a buy on this particular instrument on gold. All right. I'm going to be entering at the market price, and I'll be dropping at 2027.22 on gold. Do you understand? I'll be going in for a sell or buy on gold rather, and my take profit is going to be at 2027.22. And if I want to go in for a sell, I would have to set an order. I'll have to set a sell order at price 2024.56. But I'm going in for a buy. I'm taking my profits here. But I can also set up for a sell due to price, of course, reversal trends and the rest of them. So like I said, I'm going in for a buy. And my take profit on this buy is going to be at 2027.22. But I can also set up a sell pending at 2024.56. 2024.56. And my take profit is going to be at the end of that trend, which is at 2023.44. If you actually entered a buy, I think we should have been on little profit. But of course, we're still heading to that particular point, 2027.22. But I can also set up a buy or a sell order at price 2024.56. Then I'm going to be taking my profit at 2023.44. 2023.44. Okay. So the moving average I'm using, you can actually apply 21 period moving average on your chart to be able to give you that moving average level. But I am still going in for a buy because it has not gotten to that level yet. And like I said, I will go in for a buy. I will also set the sell order. All right, coming all the way down. Okay. So let's take a look at briefly on US30. US30 on 1 hour time frame, it is just resting on a resistance. Sorry, on a support rather. US30 on 1 hour time frame is resting on a support. And what do you normally do on a support? I told you that always try as much as possible to respect support and resistance. So what I'm just going to do is I'm going to rule a line on this particular candle that is forming. Then I'll go on 5 minutes time frame. And this is what I've gotten on 5 minutes time frame. So for US30, I am going to be going in for a buy, and I'm going to be taking my profit just on this weak resistance. So I'm going in for a buy on US30, and my take profit is at 33613. 33613. I'm going in for a buy, and I'm taking my profit at 33613. All right, 33613. So if anybody has actually entered the trade already, you should have been making profit. Should I be making profits? Okay, so on this particular instrument, I'm still going in for a buy, and I'm taking my profits at 33613. And of course, you can also decide to set a sell order. Which is just below the turncoat resistance. Sorry, turncoat support, right? I said the first one I said is a buy, right? Instant buy. And I said where you can take your profits. But for the sell, set it below the turncoat resistance. Below the turncoat resistance. And you should be taking the trade from price 33562. I actually feel that these two price levels, the market will hit it even before any other thing. All right. So I actually feel that these two price levels will be met today. And I also told you that don't be in a haste every single time to close up your positions, especially after especially on indices. Don't be too much in a haste, because markets always try as much as possible to come back at those points on 5 minutes time frame by this time. All right. When I say by this time, I'm talking about during the 2:30 volatility time. Do you understand? So I am going in for instant buy, taking my profit at 33613, and then I'm going to be setting a sell order at 33562, and then you can now take your profit at anywhere downward. So you can decide on the take profit point that you want to use, all right, on this particular instrument. Okay, so for US 100, same thing we've been experiencing, same thing we'll be experiencing on other instruments. US 100 currently is pushing up. So I'm also going to be supporting up the buy, just like that of US 30, just like that of US 30. I'm also going to be going in for a buy on US 100. I know the other time I told you that US 100 and US 30 don't necessarily behave the same way. All right. They don't necessarily behave the same way, but at some point they do. So I'm still going in for a buy, just the same that of US 30. I'm still going in for a buy on US 100, but I will also be setting up a sell order. All right. I'm also setting up a sell order at price 13266.89. That is going to be where my sell order would be. 13266.89. So if price get there, you can actually decide to follow the sell. All right, you can decide to follow the sell. But for now, I'm going in for a buy. But if price gets to this one, I'll follow the sell. Okay, so congratulations for those that entered US 100 buy. At least we should have think we should have been able to make some good profit already. US 30 also, congratulations to those people that took up the buy order also. And remember where I said you don't really need to, what's it called, hold on for, this is the take profit I gave, so you can just monitor it to that point. So for US 100, don't enter sell until price has gotten to this particular level. So congratulations to those. I didn't analyze US 2000 because there was no enough time to do that. All right, but then let's take a look at gold and see what we're getting on gold. All right, gold. Okay, I said buy to this point, but then a sell, set a sell order to this region. So you can actually allow, if your buy is still reading, just allow your buy and then let the sell take profit. Then you can continue with the buy. Remember what I told you, because of this formation that is already here, you know that this is definitely going to be a kind of a reversal pattern. Hope you know. All right, so okay, and there we go. There we go, all the way up. All right, so let's take a look at, we didn't analyze US CAD. So let's check GBP USD. Okay, I told you that GBP USD, I'm going in because of this particular price reversal that we're seeing here. It's mostly going to be on a buy trend. But if it gets to this order, then set up your trade at this region. So with I personally, I will still be going in for a further buy. So, but then let's check also dollar index and see. Dollar index is still in between here, but then let's check it out on 5 minutes time frame and see what we're getting on 5 minutes time frame. It is still dancing around this region. But I personally, I'll still be going in for more of a buy on dollar index because of all these things that have been dancing. But still, just go with the initial plan that we have. Allow it to comfortably break above here. Even if it's on 5 minutes, fine. You can just use your 5 minutes time frame. If it can close above this 101.591 on 5 minutes time frame, then follow up the trend. Follow up the trend. So let's take a look at US 30. US 100 should have gotten to your take profit point. Congratulations. US 30. Okay, I think it didn't hit the take profit point, but then it got very close. But remember, I said don't enter the sell until it has gotten to the particular point I told you about. That is 33562. Don't enter sell until it has gotten to that point. Do you understand? And gold, all right. So for those people that are still on gold buy, all right, we're still headed to the take profit point. And on US 100, congratulations to those people that actually entered on instant buy on US 100. All right, we didn't look at, like I said, we didn't look at US 2000 because of course there was not enough time. But okay, with what I'm seeing on US 2000, we're still going to be looking out for a further sell on US 2000. But let me take a look at it on 5 minutes time frame. On 5 minutes time frame, it is still, it has gotten to this. Okay, it is still heading to this verified resistance support right here. Look at this verified support for US 2000, mostly still going to hit this particular verified support. All right, because there is literally nothing holding it at this point. All right, there's literally nothing holding it. So I'm still going to be going for that. And okay, now on US 100, like I said, don't enter sell until this particular sell position I gave to you. All right, don't enter sell unless if you just want to do what's it called, a fast scalping on it. But don't enter sell until that point I gave you, so that you will not get trapped on this particular reversal. But what do you think on US 100? Further sell, right? On the trend level, further sell. Okay, so let's still see. And the same thing on US 30. Please don't enter sell until it has gotten to that sell level. And congratulations to those people that were able to take up the trade. I believe that you should have made some good enough profit on some of these trends. And I believe you're not just listening, you're actually taking advantage on some of them. You're actually taking advantage of some of them. And remember, I said, don't just close your trade because you're negative. Actually find out how the trend is going to be able to take advantage of it. So just imagine if someone had rushed over to close up that the US 30, what's it called, buy, if you're still on the buy, look at what would have happened to you. And if you are just rushed into the sell, thinking that, okay, it's now selling, what would have happened to you? So sometimes you just have to try to listen to what we're saying. Now, it has gotten to the take profit now. It has gotten to the take profit point now. So do not believe that most times the market always try to bounce back to where it started from. All right, so congratulations to US 30 traders and US 100 traders. And also, let's see, for gold traders, I believe on gold, you're still on profit, even though it has not hit the take profit board, it will still hit the take profit point. And US 2000, it is still going to push down a little bit to this point. Yeah, even though you're seeing it as a buy, but it's still going to push down to this point. You might be wondering how come US 30 and US 100 is doing different from what US 2000 is doing. Sometimes it happens. All right, sometimes it happens. If you want to buy, what is it called, on US 2000, you have to hold on for price to break above that particular verified resistance. It is still better. Wait for price to go above 1755.0, 1755.0 before you buy on US 2000. Okay, I think I actually shrink my chart. All right, now you can actually do a market trapping. If you know how to do market trapping, if you know how to do it, please, you can do this. You can set up a buy at price 1749.4, 1749.4, but don't stay for long. Then you can actually now follow this particular one till the verified resistance. That is, if you know how to do market trapping. This is actually what we call market trapping. Just cutting in between a particular moving, what's it called, market before it reverses. So you can actually try this out. It works actually. It works actually. So if you want to take advantage of this, you can do that. All right, you can do that. You can take advantage of this if you want. All right, so congratulations to those people that took up the trade. And Remember what I said, you can only set up a enter sell when it gets to these price levels, but if not, still consider the buy trend. All right, so let's Euro USD, great. I believe you actually bought it within here. So if you have bought on Euro USD, now it's time to leave it because it's still pushing up. Remember I said buy within this point and allow it to go up. And US JPY was still going, sorry, USD JPY was still going up. GBP JPY was still going up, and Euro JPY was still buying. GBP USD, from this point, we are buying. We're buying. All right, so I think, I should have looked at, okay, wheat and corn had a gap down. Wheat and corn had a gap down, and because of that, I am going in for a sell on wheat and corn. Because of why we're looking at gap, what's it called, trading strategy. So with this, anytime you see this gap like this, the price always have the ability to still push down forward. So I'm going for a sell on corn, wheat, and soybean. Corn, wheat, and soybean. I'm going in for a buy on corn, wheat, and soybean. Sorry, sell, actually, pardon me. I'm going in for a sell rather. All right. I'm going in for a sell on corn, wheat, and soybean because of this gap down that we just witnessed. Gap down on corn, wheat, and soybean. So I'm going in for a sell on the 3 instruments. All right. I believe you're able to make some money. If you made money, please, you can tell me how many persons made money from these trades. How many persons made money from the trade? If you made money, can we meet you? Can we see you? Can we meet you? Or nobody took the trade? Somebody said oil still on negative. I never mentioned oil now. All right, I never mentioned oil, so I don't know. Yeah, even if it's selling, please don't enter sell until it has gotten to that price level. Yeah, please don't enter sell until you've gotten to that price level. Somebody said he's on negative on oil. I don't really know where we got the oil from. All right, profit on US 2000. Okay, nice. Okay. All right, so I think that would bring us to this to the end of today's meeting. Corn, wheat, and soybean you can sell on the instruments. Thank you very much, everybody. Thank you for always making our time to join us. And we'll see it same time, 2 p.m. every day tomorrow. 2 p.m. tomorrow. 2 p.m. tomorrow. Thank you very much. For those of you that joined, and congratulations to those that made profit. We'll see the same time tomorrow, and by tomorrow there is a particular indicator I'm going to be introducing to you, and yeah, I think it should be able to help, especially for those people that trade on currency pairs. So see you tomorrow, same time, same station. Have a lovely day.